Thanks for joining us for the live coverage of the 43rd commemoration ceremony of the May 18 Gwangju Democratization movement. I'm Kim Dami in Seoul. We will soon head over to the May 18th National Cemetery in the country's southwestern city of Gwangju. Gwangju is the very first city where citizens fought for the country's democracy, only to be met with brutal acts pressed by the military under Chun Doo-hwan. Now, Chun Doo-hwan had extended martial law to the entire country, including shutting down universities and curtailing the press. That prompted Gwangju citizens, including college students, to take to the streets to demonstrate against such oppression. Directed by Chun, the military forces killed over 600 and injured countless others in just 10 days. And 43 years later, the sacrifice of ordinary citizens has become a symbol of South Korea's democracy. President Yoon Suk-yeol will attend the event for the second year in a row. He is set to speak about how the May 18 spirit itself is the spirit of a democratic constitution, as well as a precious asset of South Korea to inherit and also live by. Last year, in a first for a conservative leader, President Yoon led his cabinet aides and as well as entire ruling conservative party to Gwangju to pay tribute. There, he referred to the May 18 spirit as a living part of history that should be passed down for generations and spread throughout the world. To commemorate the day, lawmakers from both ruling and opposition blocs are headed down to Gwangju City today. Now, again, you are watching Arirang's live coverage of the 43rd commemoration ceremony of the May 18 Gwangju Democratization movement. 43 years ago on this day in Gwangju City, people took to the streets to fight for democracy that was constrained by the military coup led by Chun Doo-hwan. The 10-day movement resulted in the deaths of hundreds of ordinary citizens and injuries to countless others, and their sacrifice has become a symbol of South Korea's democracy and democratic spirit. To commemorate the symbolic day, we will soon go live to the May 18th National Cemetery in Gwangju for the ceremony with President Yoon Suk-yeol in attendance. Now, we will go live to the May 18 National Cemetery to commemorate the May 18 43rd commemoration ceremony of the May 18 Gwangju Democratization movement. Now, we are seeing the event site of the May 18th National Cemetery. We see President Yoon Suk-yeol now attending the event. Now, again, he is attending the event for a second year in a row. Last year, he led his cabinet and the entire ruling conservative party to Gwangju City to pay tribute. That was last year. And again, today, this year, he is set to speak about how the May 18 spirit itself is the spirit of a democratic constitution and also a precious asset of South Korea to inherit and also to live by. Now, to give some background, last year, President Yoon referred to the May 18 spirit as a living part of history that should be passed down for generations, and he also highlighted how that spirit should spread throughout the world. Now, the event has just kicked off. Let's take a listen.
자유민주주의와 인권의 가치를 지켜낸 광주에 흔들리지 않는 5월 정신을 이어 하나된 대한민국으로 나아가고자 하는 국민들의 마음을 담아 제43주년 5.18 민주화운동 기념식을 시작하겠습니다.
Commemoration of May 18 movement. We will first pay pledge of allegiance. Please rise and face the taegukgi in front of the stage. We ask those of you with disabilities to remain seated.
국기에 대하여 경례.
Salute to the flag. I pledge in front of proud taegukgi flag allegiance to the Republic of Korea for the eternal glory of the country, liberty, and freedom of the Republic of Korea. at ease.
다음은
We will now
애국가를
sing the
부르겠습니다.
national anthem.
애국가는
The anthem will be
5.18의
sung until the
아픈
fourth
역사를
verse,
듣고
with the
매년
lead by the
치유와
future
평화를
generation
기원하는 축제를
of
여는
Junam
주남
village,
마을
where an
미래
annual
세대들의
festival to
선두로
pray for healing
4절까지
and peace
다
surmounting
함께
the painful
부르도록
history
하겠습니다.
of May 18th. We will now offer flowers, incense, and pay silent tribute to the national martyrs and fallen heroes, as well as the victims of the May 18 democratization movement. The President will pay floral tribute and incense together with May Mothers, Minister of Veteran Affairs, Chairman of May 18 Memorial Injured, Chairman of the May 18th Bereaved Families Association, Chairman of the May 18 People of Merit, the Mayor of Gwangju Metropolitan City, the Governor of 전라남도, the Deputy Mayor of Daegu, and the student representatives. Please join us in honoring the victims' noble sacrifice.
일동 묵념.
Silent tribute.
바로
At ease.
헌화 분양에는 전남대학교 정윤중,
The
조선대학교
tribute, the
최동주,
student representatives who joined are Jung Yun-jung from Jeonnam National University, Chae Dong-ju from Joseon University, Park Yu-kyung from Gwangju National University of Education, and Park Sung-hyun from Gwangju High School.
모두 자리에 앉아주시기
Please be
바랍니다.
seated. It's important that we protect it because this is where the democracy and the movement for democracy started.
시계탑아, 너는 기억하고 있겠지?
You remember that day, Clock Tower.
43년 전
43 years
이
ago,
광장을 가득
here at the plaza was filled with the citizens.
5월의 햇살 아래 용기
Under the
내었더니
sunlight of May, they had the courage to
우리의
fight.
아버지,
They
어머니,
were our fathers, our mothers, our brothers and sisters.
평범한 시민들.
They were ordinary people.
그들의 용기와 희생,
Their courage and sacrifice,
그것은 무엇을 지키기
What?
위해서였을까?
was that for?
자유민주주의와
The liberal democracy
국민이 주인인 나라를 만들기 위한
And
간절함이 아니었을까?
for a
생각하게
nation
돼.
that is owned by the people. I believe that was the cause for their sacrifice.
그 정신을 잊지 않고 기억하겠습니다.
We are going to remember that noble spirit.
이제 다시
Now,
5월이야.
it is May once again.
뜨겁게 민주주의를 염원했던
The
5월의 정신이
May spirit
다음
that yearned
세대까지
for
계속해서
democracy.
꽃피울 수 있도록
The spirit
우리도
that could be
계속해서 노력할게.
handed down to our descendants. We are going to do our utmost to make
앞으로도
sure
이곳에서
it is inherited.
계속 지켜봐줘.
Please watch over us.
1980년 5월 그 이전부터
In May
지금까지 광주의
1980
모든
until
시간을
today,
함께
the
온
clock tower
시계탑이
that stands at this
아직도
plaza
광장 그
has
자리에서
weathered the
매일
time of
오후
Gwangju,
5시 18분이
and
되면
it still watches
임을
over
위한
us
행진곡을
and never
노래하며
fails
우리의
to sing
모습을
the song
지켜보고
March
있습니다.
for the Beloved
그리고
every day
우리
at
국민 모두가
5:18
광주의
p.m.
5월을 기억하고 고귀한
It will
5월의 정신을 면면히 이어가는
It
모습을
would also
지켜봐
watch
줄
over
것입니다.
our people's will to remember the May of Gwangju.
다음은 5.18 민주화운동의
will be
진실과
a progress
역사적
report
의미,
containing the
다짐을
truth,
담은
historical
경과
meaning,
보고가
and
있겠습니다.
commitment of the May
미래
18
세대를 대표해
democratization
5.18
movement.
민주화운동
The
유공자의
report will
후손인
be delivered by
이인선,
이인선
임도열
and
학생이
임도열, the
낭독하겠습니다.
descendants of the persons of merit.
다시 5월이 왔습니다.
It is May
지금
once
우리의
again,
푸르른
and
5월은
here
43년
under
전
the
이곳
blue skies,
광주의 아픔을 뿌리 삼아 피어난
this
5월입니다.
is the May
5.18
that stems
민주화운동의
from
역사를
the
잊지
43 years
않고
ago.
더 나은
Remembering
미래,
the May
희망찬
spirit,
5월을 만들기
we
위해
are going to
우리가 알아야 할
do our
진실은
utmost,
이렇습니다.
and we have to know the truth of what happened. On May 17th in 1980, the 전두환 new military group extended the martial arts to take grab of Gwangju, and people could not just sit and watch. And with their yearning for democratization, it has
1980년 5월
flared up
18일
here
10시경
in Gwangju.
신군부 세력이 동원한 군은
In
휴교령에 저항하기 위해
on May 18th,
전남대학교 정문 앞에 모인
10
학생들을
a.m.,
무차별
the new military
구타하였고
group
이를 목격한 광주
had
시민들은
oppressed
시위대에 합류하게
forcibly
됩니다.
the students
신군부
that
세력은
gathered in front of
공수부대를
Jeonnam University,
투입하고
and the
총검과
military
장갑차를 앞세워
brought in
광주
the
시민을 잔혹하게
tanks, and
진압하였습니다.
they oppressed
5월
the
20일
people of Gwangju very brutally.
시내버스와 택시
And the
200여
next
대와
day,
함께
the citizens of
시위를
Gwangju
벌이는 등 공수부대의
came out to
폭력에
the streets
적극적으로
with
저항하였습니다.
everything they
그
can,
결과
with taxis
수세에
and
몰린
bus,
신군부
and
세력은
with
이날
their
밤 광주역
uprising,
근처에서
new
시민들에게
military
집단
group
발포를 하였습니다.
shot
그리고
fire
광주를 향한
to
모든
the
길목을
ordinary
차단하고
people the
통신을
next
끊어
day,
광주를
and they
외부와
isolated
단절시켰습니다.
Gwangju.
5월 21일
On the
시민들은
21st of May,
신군부 세력의
the
유혈 진압에 대한
citizens
사과를 요구하며 평화적 해결을 위해
asked for a
협상을
peaceful
시도했습니다.
negotiation
그러나
with the
신군부
military
세력은
group.
도청
However,
앞에서
the
시민들을
group
향해 다시 집단 발포를
once
자행하였습니다.
again
그렇게
fired
평범한 광주
ammunition
시민들이
towards the
참혹하게
people,
희생되었습니다.
and that is how
하지만
the
어떠한
brutal
희생에도 굴하지
sacrifice
않는
happened
시민들의 투쟁으로
of the Gwangju
신군부
citizens.
세력은
However,
퇴각하게 됩니다.
the Gwangju citizens did
5월
not
27일
retreat.
새벽 신군부 세력이 도청으로
On the
진입해
27th,
총공세를 벌이기
the
전까지
military group,
이러한
before
절망적인 상황
they
속에서도
came
광주
into the
시민들은 질서를
city
유지하고
hall,
부상자들을
Gwangju
위한
citizens
헌혈에 동참하며
made a
서로를
beautiful
도왔습니다.
community of mutual
그리고
dependence,
단 한 건의
helping each
약탈도
other.
없는 위대한
And there
민주시민
were
의식을
not a
보여주며
single case of
대한민국
robbery
민주주의
reported.
불씨를
And
만들어냈습니다.
this was how
하지만
the
이 자랑스러운 역사는
democracy
한동안
was triggered from
광주 사태라고
Gwangju.
불리며 철저하게
However,
왜곡,
this beautiful
은폐되었고
history was
1988년에서야
oppressed and
비로소
suppressed,
광주 민주화운동으로
by
정식 규정되었습니다.
calling it a
이후
Gwangju riot.
2011년에는
And in
5.18
2011,
기록물이 유네스코
the
세계기록
documentation
문화유산으로
of
등재되었고
May 18th
2018년에는
movement,
5.18
it was
진상규명 특별법이
it was
제정되면서
registered as
현재까지
UNESCO
진실을 밝히기 위한
World
노력이
Heritage,
계속되고
and
있습니다.
the effort
우리에게 오늘의 푸르른
to
5월을 주신 민주
excavate
열사들의
and
숭고한
effort
희생
to
정신에
understand the
깊이
truth, it still
감사드립니다.
continues
우리
today.
모두는
And I would
9월
like to
광주가 흘린
thank
피로
all of the
대한민국의
people who
자유민주주의와
pay their
인권이
efforts
굳건히 지켜진
to
사실을 기억하고
find the real
진실을
truth
마주하며 5월 정신을 책임
May
있게 이어나갈 것을
18th movement.
다짐합니다.
And we are going to
우리 모두의
uphold the May
노력으로
18th
5.18
spirit.
민주유공자와
With all
유족분들의
our
상처가
endeavors,
치유되기를
we hope
기원하며
that all the
보다
wounds and
희망찬
sorrow of the
5월을
bereaved
위해 이
families
자리에
are
함께 해주신
healed and
분들께
cured.
진심으로
And we would like to
감사드립니다.
thank
감사합니다.
very much everyone who are here today with us.
학생들의 다짐처럼
As the
5월
students
정신을
pledged,
책임 있게
we hope to
이어나가
responsibly
희망찬 5월을
carry
함께
on the
만들어
spirit
나가길
of May
바랍니다.
and create a May full
이어서
of hope.
헌정 공연
altogether.
5월의 어머니를
Next,
함께
we would like to
보시겠습니다.
invite a tribute performance
아픔과
under the
상처
title of
속에서도
Mothers of
5월
May.
정신을 지키고
We will watch a
알리는데
video featuring the
일생을
stories of the May mothers who have dedicated their lives to protect and promote the spirit of May.
나훈아님의 곡
And
어머니를
afterwards,
소리꾼
singer
이봉근
이봉근 will sing the song Mother,
이 곡은
composed by Nahuna.
1987년
The song was made in
1987
1987 as a tribute to the mothers of the deceased who sacrificed their young lives in the May 18th democratization movement. However, it was not delivered to the bereaved families and remained dormant for the last 33 years.
43년이 지났는데
It has been 43 years,
또 5월이 돌아왔네.
and it's May once again.
5월달만 돌아오면은 슬퍼.
I am sad every May.
그때 당시 요 집이요.
It
그
was
부근에서
this place
맞아가지고 요거 좀 가보라고
where
그래.
he was
세상
shot,
떠나고 그래. 이 자리 바로 이
and
자리.
it was here that I found
재학이가
him
사망했다고
dead.
얼마나
On
피를
the second
흘려서
floor,
나보고
my
보지
son
말아야
Chehak
됐겠어요.
was bleeding to death. I just
22년을
wandered here and there to find my son. Whenever I find the remains, I just go there and see if it's my
그 말
son.
하고 한 5일이나 있다 돌아가셔 그랬어요.
And
문관이
he was
아빠 나왔어요.
gone after 5 days that he wanted to have a bowl of rice.
멸이라도 자리를 댕길 것을 지금은 그것이
I
우리가
regret
그렇게
that
막히네요. 내가
I
나도
did not
새끼들하고
go
살면서 고생
to
많이
see
했어요.
him.
다섯을 좀
frequently.
혼자 버려서 미고 결치려고
I had to raise my 5 children
징그럽소 징그러.
myself. It was
당신
a
감대로 애들을 셋 데리고
difficult and
겁나게 고생 많이 했죠.
suffering
내가.
times.
당신은 무언이라고 한 번도 안
After you're
들여다봤다.
gone, I had to take care of the children.
너무 무심해.
The May mothers who stand in solidarity, we talk about those times when we met each other at
치유가 많이 된
the
것 같아요.
burial
나만 이렇게
field.
고통당한 것이 아니고
And
서로
it's
통호니까요.
a cure because we can speak about it together and it resonates. And these mothers try to
엄마는 못 빼서 무식 하나마 네가
disseminate
못다한 민주주의
the spirit of May. And I had the pledge
그 다짐을 갖고
that
있어요.
I am
잊지
going
않고
to
이
follow
장소를 자주 찾아뵀으면
your
좋겠습니다.
path. So the May spirit could be handed down to our descendants. I hope that those children
우리가
would
세상을
remember
떠나보고 없을 때는
the May 18th
젊은
spirit
이들이
forever.
그려줬으면 그거 부탁해.
When we
5.18을 잊지 않고
are gone, I hope the May spirit lives on.
언니 어째서 울었사소 나 여기 있는디 왜 운단가 언니 어땀시 날라서 한마는 이 세상 어째 나서 들리지라 왕님 들리지라 자 그만 우지 마시고 엄니 어째서 불러싸소 눈앞에 나 있는디 어째 날 차소 엄니 우등산 꽃피거든 하나는 망월동에 심어주소 들리지라 왕이 들리지라 왕이 자 그만 우지 마시고 엄니 어째서 잠 못 자요 잠자야 꿈속에서 날 만나제 엄니 나 잠들고 싶은디 잠들게 자장가나 불러주소 들리지라 왕이 들리지라 왕이 자 그만 우지 마시고 들리지라 왕이 들리지라 왕이 인자 그만 보지 마시와 자 그만 보지 말랑게
I believe we had the chance to look back once again at the price that was paid for us to enjoy a free Republic of Korea and the Republic of Korea that is owned by the people. We hope the song that was not able to be delivered 3 decades ago gave comfort and consoled the hearts of the mothers and bereaved families. Next, the President will deliver his commemorative address. Honorable fellow citizens, people of merit and the bereaved families of the May 18 democratization movement. Today, we are gathered here to remember the resistance of May and honor the souls of the sacrificed who protected the values of liberal democracy and human rights with their blood 43 years ago. I would like to pay my deepest respect to the courage and sacrifice of the souls of democracy, and I pray for their repose. I would also like to offer my deepest condolences to the bereaved families of the May 18 democratization movement who lived with their loved ones in their hearts for such a long time. The liberal democracy in this country was not obtained automatically, but it was preserved thanks to the sacrifice and dedication of so many people. Gwangju, where I stand today, is a place of history that upheld the values of liberal democracy and human rights. The spirit of May is in itself the constitutional spirit of liberal democracy, and it is a valuable asset that we must inherit. And it is a centripetal that unites us. And the spirit of May commands us to take action to protect our liberal democracy. If we inherit the spirit of May without forgetting it, we can stand bravely against all forces and challenges that threaten freedom and democracy, and be equipped with that courage to act. It would be embarrassing to speak of the spirit of May if we do not protest in the face of internal and external challenges that inflict crisis of democracy. Dear fellow citizens and proud citizens of Gwangju and Jeonnam province, the spirit of May is completed through Gwangju and Honam's industrial achievements and economic development brought about by freedom, creativity, and innovation. I will do my part properly so that the innovative spirit of Gwangju and Honam can achieve the advancement of AI and advanced science and technology, so that this could be handed down to our children. Today, we're joined by the mothers of May. They are the people who have dedicated their lives to make sure the spirit of May continues to live despite their deep sorrow of holding their loved ones, their beloved husband, child, or brother in their hearts. I can't dare to fathom those countless days of grief, but I would like to thank you for the courage to live on without losing sight of hope. Honorable citizens, dear citizens of Gwangju and residents of Jeollanam-do province, with the spirit of May, we should address the threats and challenges we face to protect and practice our liberal democracy. With the spirit of creativity and innovation, we must achieve industry advancement and economic prosperity. That is the way to materialize the spirit of May. With the spirit of May, we are all united as one. Under the spirit of May, we are one. I pray for the repose of the souls of democracy. Thank you. We are all united by the spirit of May that was made by the sacrifice and dedication of Gwangju 43 years ago to protect liberal democracy. I would like to ask another round of applause for the President. Next, we will invite a commemorative performance. First of all, we will watch a video containing interviews with the people who remember the May 18 democratization movement. and continue to succeed the spirit of May. And then we will listen to the song Rocky Island that comforted the isolated Gwangju in 1980. The song will be sung by a grand choir consisting of the youths and adults from Gwangju, Seoul, Daegu, and Busan. The May that we succeed together. At the cemetery, I contributed to the mural. Today, we enjoy the freedom that was possible through the sweats and blood of the people who sacrificed. And therefore, the people who are living the present, we have to do our best so that it could be led down to our children. I believe in the modern history, the May spirit was the most mature, and we are doing our activities in finding out the sites of the historical moments. So I hope that we can live and act thinking about what we can learn. And as I attend and take part in this musical, I get to think back on that day and what we can take away from the history. And the lyrics say that we, the common people, are the heroes, and I believe that it is most important that we do not forget their sacrifice. Democracy, freedom, and human rights, these valuable values are the things that are connected and actually connects to the May 18th spirit. And in order to give a better and brighter future for our descendants, we believe that the May spirit would be a center point in terms of us to uphold that spirit and live on. The May spirit together with the people.
파도가 부서지는 바위섬 인적 없던 이곳에 세상 사람들 하나둘 모여들더니 어느 한 누구의 미말려 모두 사라지고 남은 것은 바위섬과 긴 파도로
감사합니다.
Thank you very much.
이제 5.18은
Now,
더
May
이상 홀로 남은
18 is no
바위섬이
longer
아닌
an isolated
국민
rocky
모두가
island,
함께
but a
기억하며
place of
이어갈
pride and
긍지와
promise that
약속의
all citizens of
바위섬입니다.
Korea will remember
어떠한
and
상황에서도
retain.
흔들리지 않고
We will
희망을 노래한
engrave deeply in our
바위섬처럼
hearts the true
오늘
meaning
미래
of
세대와
the
함께
song
하나
Rocky
되어 부른
Island that weathered
바위섬의
all
참 의미를
circumstances.
가슴속에
It was
깊이
truly meaningful
새기겠습니다.
that all generations
마지막으로
came
임을
together
위한
to sing the
행진곡
song.
제창이 있겠습니다.
We will now sing
모두
March
자리에서
for the
일어나
Beloved in
함께
unison.
손을
Please
맞잡고
stand
반주에
holding one
맞춰
another's hands
힘차게
as we
불러주시기
sing the song.
바랍니다.
This concludes the commemoration of the 43rd anniversary of the May 18 democratization movement. Thank you very much.
That was our live coverage of the 43rd commemoration ceremony of the May 18 Gwangju Democratization movement. If you missed it, you can still catch the highlights in our later newscast at 12 p.m. Korea time. Thanks for staying with us.